Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in Port Orange, Florida, just a few miles, about 7 miles from Daytona Beach, visiting Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. Once a sugar mill, once an amusement park, and now a botanical garden. This property has went through its changes, even more than mentioned in this very brief recap. Fortunately, the historical, entertaining, and lovely aspects of this 10-acre property all remain. So there is an exciting, quirky, and fascinating mix to this property that we'll be exploring today in this video. So we have a lot to cover. First, let's talk admission. Let's cover some important details. There is no charge to enter this historical site and beautiful garden. Parking is free as well, and it is located across from the garden. The garden is maintained strictly by volunteers, so donations are greatly appreciated. Luckily, we do have cash on hand so we can give our donation and officially start touring the gardens. We have 10 acres available to roam today. To navigate our way through the gardens, we can grab a map or take a picture of the map that is posted. It is already decided though. We are going to start at the sugar mill ruins, the earliest use of this land that is still evident. On the way to the sugar mill ruins though, we will pass by some gardens, like the lovely Asian-inspired garden, the herb garden, also a human sundial. And directly ahead are the ruins of the sugar mill. Reading through the history, this sugar mill has actually been burned down twice. First during the Second Seminole War. Afterwards, it was rebuilt and burnt down again during the Third Seminole War. The ruins that we see here, which is what this sign is explaining, are made of coquina, which is, if you don't know already, a rock made of limestone and shell fragments. There is a visual and tactile representation of coquina, and the sign is explaining about how they also use coquina after the Spanish had started building with it here in Florida. Living in North Florida and living so close to St. Augustine, Florida, a city founded by the Spanish, we see many examples of coquina and its durability in the historic district of St. Augustine. And as we continue to look around at the ruins, there are multiple information signs concerning what we see, including the equipment and the difficulty, the strenuous task of operating this equipment, as well as the overall history of this land. Instead of staying on this side and moving toward the back of the gardens, I'm going to pull out the map, my picture of the map, and we're actually going to retrace our steps and move back to the front of the gardens to the opposite side, past the library, past the restrooms, past the azaleas, past the plant cell area. That way we can have a formal introduction to Bongoland, the source of the dinosaurs that we're going to see in the gardens. Of course, we're in a garden, so we have a scenic walk as we make our way to Bongoland. So while we're on our way to get the formal introduction to Bongoland, we will walk through the flower circle. And isn't this lovely? Within this historical site, different gardens and plant collections have been created, which we are seeing now as we make our way back to the dinosaurs, and as we'll continue to see as we explore the remaining gardens. Now that we have reached the sign, we can discuss another aspect of this garden. We'll discuss it more thoroughly because we already discussed it briefly. But whoa, look at the feet. My son is pointing out the fact that there used to be a dinosaur here, which means this dinosaur went extinct twice. That's not good. Well, the rest of the dinosaurs, prehistoric monsters, that's what the sign states, are from the defunct tourist attraction Bongoland. In addition to the prehistoric monsters, there was a baboon here, a reproduction of a Native American village, and a train that carried visitors around. And this Stegosaurus that's still here, oh wow, this dinosaur is huge. It's hard to fit it all in the camera, and I don't know if you all got to catch all of the information on the sign that was behind the twice extinct dinosaur, but these prehistoric creatures are molded in concrete on wire frames, which is what the sign explained. which I'm certain is quite the task, especially for something as big as the Stegosaurus. Near the Stegosaurus is a Dimetrodon that's still here from those old theme park days. I had to look that name up, I had to look the pronunciation up. I did not recall this dinosaur as a kid. This one I am not familiar with. Well, let's keep moving, but let's keep an eye out still though for more dinosaurs or prehistoric creatures, remnants from the sugar mill, in the different gardens and plant collections, of course. Speaking of dinosaurs, there's one sneaking out in the garden now, and this child is just reading a book like nothing is happening. Okay, well, I'm going to head back to the other side where we were previously behind the sugar mill ruins, because there's a bird watching area that I think you all should see, because I believe this is the perfect cute little spot to bird watch. And all of these different bird houses, oh, just too cute. I noticed one when I first walked in, and the longer I walk around, the more birdhouses that I see. This is something that you don't see every day. This is the gnome home. How many gnomes are here? There are a lot of gnomes that are living here within the gnome home. And beside the gnome home, there's a heart garden. Beautiful, and you can walk through the heart garden too. We're walking through the Nature Chapel now, which is a site for events, obviously. And staying true to the history, more ruins, machinery from the sugar mill amongst more gardens. And I think I see a dinosaur up ahead. And yes, I do. Let's go ahead and head that way. And it's a Triceratops, and this is a big one too, but you can get close to this dinosaur. There's not a fence, which means you can get a great picture, which we're doing right now for our newsletter. If you haven't signed up for our monthly newsletter just yet, if you did not know that we have a monthly newsletter, we do. And we provide travel tips that we gather from these weekly adventures, travel inspiration, and travel stories. And we deliver that right to your inbox each month. So if you're yet to sign up please. The sign up link is in the description and on our website at offourcouch.com. We left the Triceratops. We're walking now onto the Florida Hammock Trail. And this trail takes us through Florida, what Florida used to look like though, before all of the development. Leaving this trail, I can see another dinosaur or prehistoric creature, but we'll walk around this lovely water garden. That way we can get a front view of the dinosaur or prehistoric creature. Not sure what it is yet. Even in my excitement to see the last dinosaur or prehistoric creature, we do have to pause though, because this water garden is so peaceful, so quiet, and it's just so pretty. I don't have a favorite garden when it comes to the different gardens we've seen today, but I definitely have some favorites, and this water garden is one of them. But if there's one that stands out for you that you've seen while we've been walking around, let us know in the comments, please. Now to cross that bridge and face our next dinosaur. Well, it is not a dinosaur. I can see it. It is a prehistoric creature because this is actually a giant ground sloth. So it may not be a dinosaur, but it is another giant. And with that, we have seen the remaining remnants of Bongoland. We have seen the sugar mill ruins, and we have seen a lot of the gardens within this garden. We want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens? What was your favorite part of the park? Did you enjoy the history, the entertainment value from a long time gone, the beauty of the plants, flowers, and trees that now dominate this site? Tell us, please, what's your favorite. If you've already visited the garden, tell us about your experience too. We love to hear that. For us, we found the ruins of the sugar mill to be very, very fascinating. It's always interesting to see remnants of the past, in our opinion. The dinosaurs, well, prehistoric creatures are fun, and we love the gardens. Plus the azaleas are in bloom too. They're so beautiful. Those are our thoughts. We love to hear your thoughts. And if you did like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. We would love to know that as well. And we would be so happy if you join us on our next adventure. Each and every Saturday, we are off our couch for a new adventure. And our next adventure brings us to downtown Titusville, Florida for a walk through Space View Park. Space View Park is the first and the only walk in the United States that honors America's astronauts as well as the contributors of many who work behind the scenes. If you're yet to subscribe please. Join us off the couch for this free, informative, and fantastic journey through space history. We will end this adventure, as always, by thanking you for joining us off the couch in Port Orange, Florida at Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. Thanks for exploring all sides, the historical, the entertaining, and the natural side of the gardens with us. We appreciate you all joining us, and we appreciate all of the likes, comments, shares, and feedback. All of your involvement is what makes these adventures possible, so thank you. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.